My name is Avineet Randhawa, and I'm a second-year master's student working under the supervision of Dr. Cheung, who's a professor in both the departments of biomedical as well as electrical and computer engineering. And our group's research, in short, is focused on combining those two fields together to empower biological research with novel technologies. The specific organ that we're currently focused on is the lung, and what we're trying to do is create a laboratory model that consists of a small airway, so one of the small airways deep in our lungs, on a chip. And where my work fits in is firstly exploring how the cells that line our airway respond to different aerosolized compounds that are relevant or commonly encountered, such as cigarette smoke, more recently e-cigarette vapor, and also things like diesel exhaust, for example. And then secondly, seeing how those effects might change when we use different or more advanced laboratory models. So how this type of work has traditionally been done is using well plate type models, which grow airway epithelial cells, so the cells that line our lungs, in little kind of tissue culture dishes. So when it comes time to the exposure, you just swap out the media with another liquid through which your aerosol has been bubbled, and so components of that aerosol have dissolved. And while this does provide very useful information, it's not exactly how the exposure occurs in our lungs. Because in our lungs, of course, the gas is flowing over cells that grow and exist at an interface of air and liquid. So what I'm doing is first establishing a baseline using the traditional models and exploring how the airway epithelial cells that line our airways respond to these different aerosol or aerosolized compounds in those models. And then secondly, investigating how those results change when we use more advanced airway chip models. In summary, as the design of our chip is refined and we find more and better applications for it, what we hope to accomplish is the ability to empower other researchers with more accurate tools that better recapitulate the environment that cells actually find themselves in our bodies, so that they can use those better models to explore different disease mechanisms, explore different toxin exposures, or test drugs on with more reliable results. And working in the CBR has been absolutely fantastic because it brings together so many different expertise. I personally had a background in engineering, but we work with people that have tons of different areas of expertise, and it really enriches the experience and helps propel our research forward.